Hey there Internet, Keith here and welcome back to my crib. This is episode 3 of the ultimate budget wash bay. Well, we thought it was going to be a $5,000 budget, but I think I'm going to be closer to $6,000. But this is about the walls. The walls are done. They are sealed, painted, the light switches are waterproofed, all that stuff is here. So that's what we're going to show you, and a little bit of progress towards the ceiling has been started. I can't wait to show you. Come on in. So right away, a lot of people commented or DM'd me and said, hey, how are you going to handle this storage area back here from getting overspread? Now, I explained it in the videos, but people didn't quite understand or put it together. But basically, a vinyl curtain, just like you would see in big city car washes where they have the curtains splitting the wash bays up to where you can individualize them. A lot of detailed places do that as well. And that's basically what I did. And I found it on Amazon for $118 after using my 15% little checkbox that was there for it. And the track system only cost me a little over $30. So you see, it goes really easy on this track. I'm probably going to Velcro the edges down, but I really like having this clear in here because I can do shots from the opposite side of this when I'm trying to wash across and you get some cool effects through this clear. When I'm doing my review videos, you know, I'm doing the foaming of the car and washing of this side. This curtain will most likely be completely open because in order to get the really wide shot of the whole car, my camera's going to be pretty far back in there. But I really like this. Like I said, it's heavy duty. I have to figure out some way how to tie it down because it does like to spring back. The track runs so well that it doesn't want to stay put. So the next part of the walls is the video I did before this, which was the wall mount setup. I'll just go over it real quick. Active VE52 pressure washer. You got a Greenworks 1700, so that way I can do proper reviews of foam cannons from 2 different perspectives. Then we have our jumper hose. We have a pressure gauge here. We have a amp meter. As you can see, I'm still using an extension cord. This 20 amp socket right here is not wired all the way to the fuse box yet. I've not gotten to that yet, but the wire is tucked away and out of the way so I can do the ceiling. We have our shelf here, which was a thing I really wanted to do. I see a lot of setups, but I don't see anything that's kind of a mix between a wall mount and a storage. So we have storage here. You can also add more shelves. We can move this up one, this one up one. We probably put one more shelf in between. If you're only using one pressure washer, this allows you to have 2 full shelves for your chemicals, your foam cannons, all kinds of stuff. We have our general pump hose reel, just a 50 footer, so it fits in this nice space. Our SGS 28 gun, our CR spotless deionization, all of the piping right here. We have our DigiFlow flow meters that allow us to see the gallons per minute and judge the gallons of the deionization, you know, how well it's going. We have a spigot here for deionization. We have a spigot here just for regular water. We could turn the flow off either way. We could turn the flow to either pressure washer. One other thing we did is we tinted the windows on the door and on the garage door. I haven't done it on the other windows yet. This really helps the glare. This is privacy tint. This is really helping. As you can see, I don't have that overexposure as much. Now I'm going to pan the camera a little bit to the left and you're really going to see how it overexposes, and that's the way it used to be through that window. So here we go. You can see, watch how, see that overexposure? And see how it changes the coloring and the darkness. You come back over this way and we have much better lighting and much clearer even through that window right there. You can still see a little bit of the overexposure in the background in the sky, but nothing like that. So this is a totally different perspective from before. Before we had some panels up and you saw how it didn't go all the way to the ceiling. It looked kind of weird because it was unfinished behind it. But now you can see the vision as the ceiling in this little area right here is in. The door has been done. And the hero in this process is Flex Seal, white Flex Seal. The entire door is white Flex Seal. The border is white Flex Seal. Any of these dividers or moldings, some of them were almond colored, some were white. The almond colored ones, we used Flex Seal. And if any of you out there have gone to Home Depot or wherever and seen white Flex Seal, $15 a can at Home Depot. Yeah, it's a lot. It's like $14.94. Gorilla Glue has the exact same size. It's like $12.94. The bottle doesn't empty very well. You can only like spray a couple seconds at a time before it wants to just start shooting liquid out and get all messed up. Then you gotta shake the can again, hold it upside down and get the spray a couple more strips, and then you gotta wait again. This from beginning to end, if you shake it properly in the beginning, will last the entire time. not mess up on you. Now I would try to set up the tripod and talk in front of this wall right here, but this light sucks. It makes it's horrible. And I can't wait till I get the panels in and the lighting right in here and the shadows taken care of. But over here, this is the garage door opener for the Genie over there, the wall mount. We talked about that in episode 2. Now this right here works awesome. That's Wi-Fi, so I'm not too worried about it. It's just 2 AA batteries. I took this light switch here and just left the same receptacle sealed around it. And then we're using these Bell waterproof light switches, so that way they get taken care of. This outlet over here has a weatherproof cover on it. This right here is a shelf that actually I'm going to cut out, and it's going to go over the garage door opener to hide it and protect it from the water, but also a little bit of storage, make that area look a little bit better. Now we haven't bought it yet, but we're going to get a matching cabinet that goes underneath it right there against that wall for storing our microfibers and different kinds of things. As you see in episode 2, we were able to save money and use our own vent from the house AC. That's saving us a lot of money. It would probably be closer to $7 grand for this build if I had to get a split AC unit. Now this is going to tell you that I am no master carpenter, but it is sealed. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's sealed. I'm not too proud of some of that. Like some of this right here worked out really well, but up there it got really goopy. But it is what it is. Up there, I'm not going to seal that. I'm not going to be shooting that much water up there. We can clean these off from time to time. Still haven't figured out how, once the car's in here and we're drying off the car, how we're going to take care of the water that's on the ceiling that's just going to be dripping back onto the car. Thinking about possibly maybe running a couple of big fans up here to keep the airflow at the top so nothing like sits on the ceiling. You can see in some of these areas, like right over here, where it got really wavy with this PolyWall right here. I had to use a lot of sealant. The wood around the windows, now, I mean, the windows are dirty. They just need to be cleaned. I still got to put tint on it as well. But that's Flex Seal. Looks really good, doesn't it? It's almost like paint. But we know it's waterproof now. We have this load-bearing beam right here. We just Flex Sealed right over top of it. That's actually a full sheet of vinyl behind it. So you can see, I don't have to seal this because it's a full panel behind that. Even the pressure treated wood around the garage door and above the garage door, we went ahead and Flex Sealed it as well. I think we went through 6 or 7 cans all together. Like I said, at $15 a piece, it adds up. So here's an overall general idea of what it looks like. And you can see as the sun is hitting those walls, all the waviness, and that's just that PolyWall. But there's our curtain protecting us all around our wall setup. Have a big mess here in the center, but that's just the way I'm doing it. You know, I have this method to this madness. The project is moving along really well. Like I said, the walls are done. I started on the ceiling. There's so much more to do. As you can see, I made some miscalculations. I have so much insulation left here, more than enough to do all those walls in that unfinished area and what's left back in the corner of this room right here, and still have plenty left. So I wasted probably 40 or 50 bucks there. Miscalculated, probably carried the 1 or 0 wrong somewhere. You know, I would not suggest to use PolyWall unless it's all drywall and you're just gluing on top of it. If you have unfinished underneath it and you're trying to screw these into the studs, highly suggest going FRP. FRP is waterproof just like this, but it is much thicker, less flexible, easier for a single person to do. This is about dang near impossible for a person to do by himself. I don't know how I did it. This stuff kept flapping me on the head. I cussed like you wouldn't believe. It was just the most infuriating process. Like I said, you see how all my screw holes and everything, and my screws, they're not aligned because I just had to get this done. But it is waterproof, it is washable, but like I said, FRP sits, it doesn't flex as much, but it is $10 more a sheet, and at 15 sheets, it's 150 bucks. But I would definitely, in the next time, I would for sure use FRP. So there'll be tons of Amazon links below for all of the stuff in this room. We've bought everything. The only thing, well, we have one thing, we haven't bought the cabinet to go in the corner yet, but that's at Home Depot. We'll probably pick it up there. It's much cheaper than Amazon. But we got this shelf from Amazon because they didn't have it at Home Depot, and Home Depot was actually more than this, but Home Depot's less on the cabinet, so who knows. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Hey there, Internet Keeve here, and welcome to my... Oh, I gotta close the door again. Hey there, Internet Keeve here. I'm probably gonna you can see right through that window. There's no glare. Did you see that car go by? I thought I could save some money with it, but it went up caught. That Gorilla has a weatherproof. This outlet down here has a weatherproof. This outlet, oh my gosh. Right underneath it, right, oh my gosh. This window's still overexposing.